Welcome back to another episode of my top 10 picks, and this is number 2. My number 2 stock or number 2 company is Scape Corp. For those who know about it, it's a battery company for electric vehicles, and I think it's one of the riskiest. I think that is in my top 10, but let's see why it's a risk and also why it's promising. So number 1, what is QuantumScape? So QuantumScape is a company that I don't think it's the only one though that is pioneering the solid battery state technology. So if you know about car batteries, most people do. They use like liquid electrolyte. So the cathode and anode, they interact in the electrolyte, which is in liquid form. Tulikuwa tunaita acid back in the days, I think. But those batteries are ineffective, and this is I knew back huko mashambani when huko na stima, people used to peleka batteries zichajiwe huko, and from time to time they would advise you to change the acid for it to stay longer, but over time, like inaanza crystallize, ni kama tasamaje, inaanza harden at some point, either the cathode or the anode, I don't know. But what happens is, if you don't like change the acid over time, then charge inaweza hold reduce, and over time your battery inakuwa useless. And so what solid state battery is, it doesn't use liquid electrolyte. It inatumia solid cathode, anode, and the electrolyte. Now, what the benefit that has is, you can, per cell, you could store more charge, or you could have more cells in one battery, in a much smaller size battery. That means more voltage stored. Secondly, it can charge faster. Remember, electric vehicle, unataka kucharge your car, on the way, you want the least time as possible, and people are projecting that some solid state batteries would take like 15 minutes to charge fully, and that would take you to like 500 kilometers. Now, we are not there yet, but we're heading there. So faster charge, more life cycle, because hautumio the liquid thing, and also better for electric vehicles, I think. And so QuantumScape Corp is one of the companies that are pioneering this invention, and a few months ago they had like a conference. They talked about where they are. So it's what do I say? Last year, something to note, they merged with it's past those acquisition companies. So if you know about blank check companies, it was one of them that was called Kensington Capital. They joined, and so now QuantumScape is a public company, so it's a good thing. More investors. It's led by Singh Jagdeep, I think. Founded in 2010. What else do you need to know about the company? I think that's about it. So I'm gonna talk about this video is supposed to be very short, but I don't know what's happening. I'm going to talk about the pros and cons, and you can decide whether you want to put your money in there or not. The pros about this company is it's coming in to solve like a problem that had existed for some time with regard to batteries, and especially what an appropriate time than now when we need those kind of batteries. That's one. Number two is there's a people proven, I would say, in the vehicle space or in investing space that believe in this company. So one of them is Volkswagen. I think Volkswagen had invested before even they became a public company. That's number one. It's a new product. It could disrupt the market if it becomes successful, backed up by people, like a lot of people who believe in that kind of technology, and it's solving half a century problem too. So if these become success, then it's gonna be good. It has patents. Patents are good, although they're less relevant nowadays. But it has like 200 patents. Toyota has 1,000 plus patents in regard to solid state batteries. So I don't know what you're gonna do with that information. So that's pros. The cons is there's no real product yet. Then the lab phase, research. Occasionally they post about their progress, but there's no real product yet. It's like how Nikola had these fucked up prototypes. But I think it's a serious team. So yeah, but there's always that, like, what if it fails? What if it doesn't come to like happen, or the way like people picture, or the market is not? Because number two is they have a lot of competition, right? It's Tesla right in there. They want a more mileage batteries, and they're coming up really quick. We have ChargePoint. Apart from creating distribution or charge stations, they also they're in this space of solid batteries. We have like Mercedes-Benz, like you can imagine how many car companies are there and that are trying to go to EV, and there's some of them who are interested in solid battery as well. So it's gonna be competition. So who wins, who loses? Also, there's no production. There's no something in the market to make the money. So people investing, but the company is burning a lot of cash. Remember, they're doing research and research, and that's a lot of cash being consumed. So yeah, that's about it. But I think it's a disruptive technology. If you have time, go check and on solid state batteries, and yeah, I think it's something worth looking at. That's number two.